everybody. My name is Hal. This is Quail Studios Guitar. A little bit of trouble getting started this morning, but we're okay now. All right, we're going to work on I Shot the Sheriff. It's great to see you. Let's see. Put your name in the chat or just say something and say hello to me so I can see you're here. Let's see how many people are here. I Shot the Sheriff. Eric Clapton. You know what? I need to get my my notes here. I'm a little behind because there was just stuff going on this morning that I couldn't... no, that's not it. Where's my notes? I could not control everything in my life. Do I have my notes here? My notes aren't there. All right. Well, let's try it again. Oh, there it is. All right. I Shot the Sheriff. Let's look at... I'm going to get my lead sheet out here. In the description is a lead sheet. Well, it's a link to a lead sheet. It's actually going to Ultimate Guitar. So, uh-oh. Okay, let's see. Did I lose you? I hope I didn't lose you. That was weird. Okay, you guys are going to have to forgive me. Everybody's going to have to forgive me this morning because I was a little harried. I'm going to actually tell you what's going on. 2 hours before my live stream, I found out that the plumbing going into my house was leaking. So I had to shut it off, and I spent about an hour working on it, and then I stopped. So we're doing the live stream. We're going to continue with it. After I get done with the live stream, I'm going to do a little bit of a hangout, and then I'm going to go work on my plumbing some more. All right. It's kind of a crazy day. Let's see. I'm going to pull up the lead sheet over here. So you go in the Ultimate Guitar. I've got a link in the description. You can look at it. I'm going to talk about this. It's pretty good lead sheet. So I just... Actually, I printed it out. Where did I put it? Oh, you know what's in the other room. Okay. All right, never mind. That's the main riff to I've Got the I Shot the Sheriff. You know, they call it the main riff. But at the beginning, now also in the description is a link to a Crossroads video, 2010 Crossroads, Eric Clapton playing live at Crossroads. And I based this particular live stream on that recording. I really like it. I'll talk about that. I'll talk a little bit about the original. Anyway, let's just get into it. Okay, so I'm going to put this camera down so that you can see it better. Now's the time. I wish I had actually 3 different monitors instead of only 2. There we go. So what we do for I Shot the Sheriff, let's talk about this this main riff that goes. Okay, and you can play it a couple of different ways if you really want to. Hello, Dermot. Hello, Robert. Hello, Craig. Hello, Bob. Hello, Juan Carlos. Hola. All right, hopefully this will be working. It says it's successful. Let's see if it's working. All right, I am back. Sorry, guys. This is really strange. There are things that are happening today that I can't control. All right. My OBS just freaked out. All right. I guess I'll just continue. It looks like everything's back again. All right. So pentatonic scale, minor pentatonic. If we start on G, right here, 3rd fret, and go 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, and then 3, 6, 3, 6. This is the what we call the first box. I used to call it the first position. That's what my teacher told me, first position, but now they call it the first box. So this is the pentatonic scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this note right here on the 5th fret, D string. So we're just going right down the pentatonic scale, starting right there. Da, 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 da. And then it goes back to the 5th fret right here on the A string. Right? And that's the main riff. Oops, sorry. Now you could do it differently. Let's see, what does it say in the tab that I said? It said slide up to 5, slide up to 5 again, slide up to 5 again, and you can do it like that. You could also do it like this, and do an open D string, and do it like that. You just now got to figure out the main riff and do those slides. You could even slide up to there, and that would be cool too. So now that we know that, let's talk about the chords. Now I'm not going to put chords on the screen today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put chords on the screen when I do a what do you call it? When I redo this video, I'll put chords on the screen right about here. This is just a live stream. Here's a G minor chord. Now, Eric Clapton does the G minor kind of like this, right? With his hand over the top. My hand is not big enough to do that, so I'm going to do it as a bar chord. Finger goes on the 3rd fret. Looks like an E minor chord, but on the 3rd fret. We'll talk about the strumming in just a second. G minor. And the next chord is C minor. Looks like an A minor chord. You bring it up 3 frets. You do a bar so that the A string and the E string is covered with one finger. So we start out. But you know what? The C minor 7 sounds really good. So I'm going to pick up my pinky. And what's going to happen is we got this chord right here. 3rd fret A string, 5th fret D string, 3rd fret G string, 4th fret B string, 3rd fret E string. Okay, so the 3rd fret, which is A string, G string, E string, that's all covered with one finger. Right, like that. I like the way that sounds. I think Eric Clapton is doing that. It's hard to play and talk at the same time. So the next chord, D minor 7, same kind of a chord, C minor 7, D minor 7. You just bring it up to the 5th fret, the bar, and then this looks like an A minor 7, right? But it's up here on the 6th and 7th frets. Reggae groove, that's right. This is, you know, what's interesting about Eric Clapton. Let's talk about him just for a second. I really like Eric Clapton. And and as I've got to know him a little bit better over the years, I like him even more. The more I like him. It's really great. One thing I love about Eric Clapton is that he's a flawed human being. He really is flawed. If you go back and you look at his history, you know, he got addicted to heroin. He drank a lot. He really got clean after a while, like in the 90s. You know, I mean, he hasn't had a perfect life. And that's a good, it's a good example to all of us that we can all get better. I love that about Eric. Not only that, he's a really good guitar player. And I really love his style of playing. I love the blues, the way he plays it. And I can't say that I've been really into Eric Clapton all my life or anything like that, but I've followed him and I really like him. Okay, so we've got that G minor, C minor 7, D minor 7. You could just do a straight D minor, but I like the D minor 7. It sounds better. And then the other chord we're going to use is an E flat. And if you watch that Crossroads video that I have linked in the description, you'll notice that he actually plays the chord like this. Right? And then he goes to, now the D minor 7, he does it a little differently. He does it like, I don't know, he has an interesting way to play it, but I'm playing it like a normal bar chord. He looks a little different, but it's really the same chord. All right, let's get a little bit closer. So, G minor, C minor 7, D minor 7, E flat, and that's the way he's playing it live. So let's talk a little bit about the strum here. Now, you don't have to do it quite that fancy. You could go like this. I'm simplifying it just a little bit because it's like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let me listen to the recording that I did right here. Yeah, that's one that I did earlier. Okay, let's slow it down and show you what to do. Here, let's turn that a little bit differently so you can see my whole guitar. First of all, what I'm doing is I'm hitting those low strings, and then I'm hitting the upper strings. So I'm separating the low strings down here from the upper strings so that there's this really great. You say, very Bob Marley. Well, you know what? Bob Marley wrote this song, Bob. He did. What is it, 1971 or something like that? And Eric Clapton came out with this. Let's see, is it 1974? 73 or 74? I can't remember. But I'd have to go back and look. And he went to #1 with this particular song. It was the first #1 he ever had. Eric Clapton really helped Bob Marley become more popular. That's one thing I love about Eric Clapton too. He really helped other artists and has played with a lot of different people, you know, and the Beatles and George Harrison. I mean, just we could go on and on about Eric Clapton, but anyway. So what I'm doing here, I'm hitting those low notes, boom, da da. I don't know if he's actually hitting those bass notes twice like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G minor. No, this is C minor. Juan Carlos, C minor. B minor is here on the 2nd fret. C minor is right here on the 3rd fret. G minor. I'm just giving you the idea about what to do on that strum. And you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Now what Eric does on that live version, he does this. Back to G minor, C minor 7, D minor 7 to C minor 7. Actually, I think the first time he goes, let's see. The first time he goes like this. Something like that. Second time he goes like this. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. And then the chorus starts coming in. He has a couple backup singers that does that for him. Of course, there's a bass player and there's a keyboard player, and that's awesome. Let me pull my lead sheet up again. Okay, so he does the chorus, and then let's see, he goes to the verse, and it goes, all around my hometown they're trying to track me down. I don't have it all together, can you tell? They say they want to bring in me guilty for the killing of the deputy. Life of a deputy. But I say, right, and that's where that main riff comes in. I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. Something like that. So on the verse, you do the E flat to D minor, or maybe D minor 7, G minor, E flat, D minor 7, G minor. Let's see how many times I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5 times on the verse, which is really interesting. Sheriff John always hated me. For what? I don't know. Every time I kill that planter seed, he said, kill it before it grows. Something like that. Said, kill it before it grows. I need to practice this, don't I? Because I don't know it very well. Well, actually, I kind of know it. But the problem is, I haven't practiced singing and playing at the same time. So what I would need to do is just practice that. Singing and playing at the same time. Actually, what I need to do is sing along with the recording. And actually, the original recording is pretty cool. he does a lot of triplets in there when he's singing. When he's doing during the verse. And it's kind of tricky. It's very tricky, actually. Now, in the live version, one of the things that happens, here, let me put my looper on here, and I'll show you what he does. He does something like this. He's got his... So he sets up that, and then there's a bass player playing, and he starts playing a lead. Right? So he starts playing a lead, and that's not the lead that he's playing. I'm just improvising a little bit and just messing around. So he starts playing, and then what happens is that main riff, he goes through that lead about 3 times, and sets it up, and then he turns around and looks at everybody and gives them that little look that he gives, when he's like, he's been improvising, and then he's like, okay, I'm ready to start, and everybody goes, boom, boom. And then they go into, I shot the sheriff, but I should not shoot the deputy. Right? He goes through the whole song, verse, chorus, and also doing those main riffs when they're appropriate, where they go. And at the end of the song, basically, because the song is like, what was it? I can't remember, 3.5 minutes or 4.5 minutes long on the record. Well, the live version is like 8.5 minutes long. And so what adds to it is he actually puts a lead in the beginning and he puts a lead at the end, which is fantastic. Now, when they do the lead, he's actually playing the verse, right? There's a keyboard and there's a bass, and they're doing the chords in the verse. Oops, that didn't quite work, did it? And that didn't work. I missed it. Let's try it one more time. Anyway, he does a lead, and he just does a fantastic lead. I'd go listen to that. It's fantastic. I love it. So he's improvising, and he just gets so, intense at the end. And then they do, I don't remember what lick they do at the end. It's fantastic, though. But that's basically I Shot the Sheriff. So something really simple, if you can't do this, can't do that strum, just go like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just take your time and do it slowly and working on it on all the chords like that. And later on you can go to hey. Yes, if you're enjoying this video, give me a thumbs up. I'm almost done. Appreciate you being here. If you've liked any of this content, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Oh, that was really the wrong key. There we go. All right. Thank you very much for being here. Do you have any questions? G minor, C minor 7, D minor 7, E flat. That's basically everything. What's nice about hitting those bass notes right there at the beginning of a strum, of course you can hit them again like this, like that, but you really don't need to. You just yep, that's it. And that's how we do it. And what happens is that when you hit that bass note, it goes into the mind of the listener. We still have it in our mind until it changes. Sorry. Now, if you got a bass player, they can play, you know, something like they do on the record or like they do on the live stream. Fantastic. Love this song. It's so fun. I didn't used to like it very much, but then I started listening to it and understanding what it was all about. And I like the reggae feel. I do play a couple of reggae songs. A friend of mine played, you know, wrote a reggae tune, and I do like reggae, but I don't like hours and hours of it. I like a couple of songs here and there and then go on to something else. All right, thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. And we'll talk to you later. Don't forget, I have a Subscribe Star page, a Patreon page, and also the links in the description, PayPal, and you can get in touch with me. You can ask me questions. You can get my book. And if you don't know anything about my book, I was going to do something today on chords and talk a little bit about it, but maybe we'll do that next time or some other time. But some people were asking about I Shot the Sheriff, so I decided to go ahead and do this one. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you later. Take care.